Okay, before I begin, I need to tell you, go and get a coffee, because I have no idea if I'm going to do this in one video or two videos, but seriously, go and get a coffee, go and get a glass of water, a wine, maybe some chips, some chocolates, whatever, and maybe even take a toilet break. Hi guys, it's Aish, and yes, I'm back from IMATS and I'm here to show you my haul. So if hauls make you uncomfortable, feel free to click off. Otherwise, let's get on with the show. Before I begin, I just want to say that IMATS, if you're unfamiliar, IMATS is an international makeup artist trade show. It's a trade show open to the public and it's held annually all around the world, or about 6 or 7 cities, and one of the cities is Sydney. You do actually have to pay to get in, so but a lot of the products that you would see normally in store are extremely reduced, whether it's 20%, 30%, and some of them are much cheaper as well, and some of them are just the same as a store. Or you can also get your hands on stuff that you can not normally get your hands on, or it's hard, or sometimes you just want to swatch something before you purchase it. So that's what it's there for. My sister and I decided to go up. I have been there before. My sister and I decided to go up. We wanted to do a long weekend away, so we decided, well, let's go to Sydney, and why not make it during IMATS to do it. And that's why. Otherwise, I mean, the discounts that I'm going to get, really, the airfare and the hotel accommodation, I could buy all that makeup anyway. But yeah, so that's why I went up there. It was fantastic. I love it. I'm trying to make it probably a biennial thing, so every 2 years, but we'll see what happens next year as well. It was actually great to catch up with Jodie from Guru Beauty, Jodie K76, and also Rachel Jade. I had a chat with her outside. Gorgeous, both of them. Oh my God, stunning women. Absolutely stunning women. My view on IMATS is that if you're in Sydney, definitely go. If you're in a city where IMATS is held, definitely go. For others, now I'm only talking about Australia here because I'm not sure how it is overseas. For others, if you are interested in going to IMATS, I would suggest that you make it a trip that you want to do when you go to Sydney, and then add IMATS to your itinerary. I don't think that you need to go for 2 days unless you particularly want to see some speakers. I personally didn't see any speakers this year. I was too busy chatting and shopping. Anyway, you guys want to watch a haul. If you have any questions about IMATS, feel free to ask me and I'll answer the questions below. On with the show. I was actually going to get my sister to do her haul as well, but she's at work and I've got the day off. Yay for me. But if you want to see what she purchased, let me know and I'll record another video. I always talk with my hands. Anyway, on with the show. I did do some other shopping as well while I was in Sydney, in case you're wondering, and I hate to do this, but yes, everything that I purchased at IMATS and also whatever I purchased elsewhere does not count towards my Makeout 2013. I had no plans of going to IMATS this year. I had planned to go on a holiday. That didn't happen. That's why it ended up at IMATS. If I had planned to go to IMATS, I would have made my Makeout 2013 budget. I would have structured it a bit more differently and probably made some different purchases during the year. So even though I hate to do it, that's basically how I am doing it. I think that other than the stuff that I bought at IMATS, I was extremely controlled. So even though I hate to say that, yes, it's exempt, yes, it is exempt. Sorry, but it's otherwise, yeah. Anyway, okay, I keep on doing that and I'm sorry. IMATS, again, the lines are extremely busy, so I took the Disneyland approach, went to the, you go to the most popular rides first. So we tried to get there around the 8:30 mark, before 9. We still had to line up. And so the first 2 stands that I wanted to hit were MAC and Inglot. MAC was already a bit busy, so I thought I'll just hit Inglot first because I already knew the colours that I wanted. So yeah, so I went there first, and luckily some of the girls that were on the Inglot stand were flying on the plane trip with us, so they immediately recognised us and I sort of jumped the queue a bit. Got to take advantage of that where I can. At Inglot, I had a wish list, so I basically stuck to that wish list bar some other items. I picked up 2 Freedom palettes. One is the 10 pan for eyeshadows and another one for blushes. There, I already had 2 blushes that I wanted to put in here, and I picked up 2 blushes while I was there. So I picked up those, and everything at Inglot were 30% off, so gotta do it. So the 2 blushes that I picked up from Inglot were 61 and 75, no 70, so 61 and 70. And these blushes do kick up powder, but I really like the colours, so I had to have them. So that's 61 and that's 70, and I'm just going to press it so you can see the pigmentation on those. And yeah, it's just, I had to. Gorgeous colours there. So one's a sort of like a raspberry red, and the other one is kind of like a corally colour as well. Colours that I would use regularly, and basically had to add it to the arsenal. And the other item I picked up was a gloss in number 544. This is the AMC lip gloss. It's got a bit of a flash to it, as you can see. This flash doesn't translate to your lips when you do apply it, but it was 50% off. And so you see the flash when you put it on, but once it's on your lips you don't really see it. It's got a bit of a very sweet fruity smell, but it's not a scent that I actually find. It's almost got like that raspberry marshmallow smell. I don't find it offensive. So Inglot is also gluten-free. Inglot's cruelty-free as well. So, and then I picked up some eyeshadows. I picked up 7 eyeshadows. My original list was 8, but one of them has sadly been discontinued. So you can see how long that list has been around for. I picked up was 605. It's a nice copper colour. This is supposed to be a dupe for MAC's Copper Ring. I don't have MAC's dupe Copper Ring, so I can't tell you, but I'm all about coppers at the moment, and I really like that colour, so it's just gorgeous, and that's how it looks on my finger. And next I picked up Pearl 393. Again, this is supposed to be a dupe for MAC's Rice Paper. And yeah, so let's see how it swatches. Gorgeous. Next is 502. This is a nice grey shade. Again, this is supposed to be a dupe for MAC's Scene. It's a nice grey. It's almost got a taupe to it. It's probably not as pigmented as their other shades. That's 2 swipes on there, but thought I needed that in my life. I thought I'd like to smudge it under my eye or use it in the crease. And then I picked up 431, which is a nice pink shade. And again, this is supposed to be a dupe for MAC's Ego. So that's the colour there. It's a nice pink, pastel-y pink colour. And some of their powders can be quite, some of their powder eyeshadows can be quite powdery, but just tap your brush. Ugh, God. As I said, I'm all about coppers at the moment, so I really wanted these rainbow colours. This is Rainbow 108R, so the R stands for rainbow. So that's the darker colour, the medium colour, and the light colour. And they're the colours there. And again, for the price, I thought these aren't colours that I'm going to wear often, so why would I want to spend a lot of money on individual pans? And they're so pretty. I don't know, I love oranges. I hardly ever wear them, but I love them because I'm obsessing about copper colours at the moment. I thought they'd be good colours to play with as well. And then my sister enabled me with 2 colours. She kept on swatching, and every time she'd swatch, I'd go, oh, let me have a look. What colour? What number is it? What number is it? Thankfully, I only bought 2. The first one is number 397. And I actually took my Inglot list with me, so I don't actually buy the same, a colour that I've already got in my collection. And this is like, it's like really light peach, just really nice. It reminds me of a MAC colour, not sure which one, but that was really nice. The colour I bought was number 606. And again, this is a nice copper colour as well. And that is, I'll put it next to the other copper colour so you can see that it's very different. That's 606 there. Beautiful. They also sort of work together as well, kind of, maybe not. And if you haven't noticed, I am still a bit croaky. Yes, I'm still recovering. I hope I haven't got any bats in the cage or anything, bats in the cave or anything like that. So I'm still struggling, trying to get better, but we will endure. After I went to the Inglot counter, we then went to MAC, because again, the line was just getting ridiculous. So I thought I'll definitely have to go to MAC and get this one out of the way, or not buy it at all. First thing I bought was a cleansing oil. I use the Bobbi Brown cleansing oil, which I really like. And I thought, well, because MAC and Bobbi Brown are the same company, I'll just pick up another one of these at, I think they were 20% off. All the MAC products were 20% off there. So I thought, well, why not get it at 20% off? So I picked up one of those. I do the double cleansing method. I use a cleansing oil first and then I use a normal cleanser afterwards. It's the only way that takes off everything that I've got on my face. The MAC stand is all about pro stuff. So I picked up a sculpting powder, which you can't actually buy at a normal MAC stand or store. And that's the colour in Sculpt. I thought this was obviously a good sculpting colour, contour colour. Temptalia always talks about using this colour, and it's much lighter and not as warm as Hoola, and that's a shade there, so I'm actually looking forward to using that one. So North. I watch Persian Diva 77 a lot, and she always talks about the lipstick Hot Gossip, and I don't have it. And Hot Gossip is a Cremesheen. It's a beautiful pink colour. She always uses it for her brides. It's almost like a My Lips but better colour on me. But that's the shade there. It's coming up quite bright on the viewfinder. I'm not sure how it translates, but I thought I have to get it when it's at 20% off. The product that I picked up was just a paint pot. Prolongwear paint pot. I don't know if they're really, if it's the same product. I know I was speaking to Jodie, and one of the girls is saying no, they haven't changed, and another woman was saying to her yes, they have changed. I don't know if the formula's changed, but I just bought soft ochre. I'm almost running out of my painterly, and I like the shade of this one because it was more closer to a skin colour. And I don't know if they sell it at a normal MAC stand, because they never have it in stock. So I thought best I'll pick that one up, and I don't want to swatch it because I don't want to open it yet, because I want to finish the other one first. I made some random purchases because YouTube made me do it. The first is the Crème Concentre Nourishing Moisturiser from Embryolisse. It's for all skin types. The Pixie Woos love this. A lot of makeup artists use this as a makeup primer or a makeup base. So I thought I'd give it a go. It was $22 or $25, something like that. They had the smaller size too. So and it's quite a big package, 75 ml. So that's going to last a while. And the other one I bought was a Hydra Matte Emulsion for normal and mixed skin, so I'm assuming they mean combination skin, and I thought this one might be good for summer moisturiser on those really hot days. And then I went to the IT Cosmetics Cover FX counter, and I was looking at their cream foundations, but I swore that I wouldn't buy some foundations for a while, so I didn't. But I picked up the Cover FX Anti-Age Smoothing Eye Primer. It's clinically tested, paraben-free, gluten, mineral oil, and talc-free, vegan, instantly soothe, hydrate, and blur fine lines, plus extend the wear of your concealer and eyeshadow. This healthy formulation contains a peptide flash complex and cucumber extract to reduce dark circles and puffiness. Now it comes in a pump. That's the packaging there, if I haven't already shown you, because I had a bit of a coughing fit. That's what it looks like. So it's got no colour to it. It's quite clear. But I thought this might be good for under my eyes. I'll try this one out, and hopefully it'll hold some concealer or whatever that I'm wearing underneath my eyes as well. I hit the Ben Nye stand. Now Ben Nye had a massive stand where you could swatch all the colours, but they weren't selling any products. I bought these products from the Scotty's makeup stand. I picked up two. Actually, one of them I'm going to give to my sister is a matte makeup sealer. It's called Final Seal. This is very minty, so if you get an opportunity, do spray it on your face first. You might not enjoy the mintiness of it, but I thought this might be a good one to keep at the desk or even in my handbag during summer if I feel like my face is melting, or when I think my face might melt, and it'll be a cooling effect with the mint. And yes, and these were $10. They didn't have any larger size bottles. Everybody always talks about the Ben Nye banana loose powder. They didn't have any in stock. They had run out, and the plan was that we were going to buy some sort of loose powder from there, and we would depot half of it, and my sister and I would share, because, you know, whoever runs out of that sort of stuff. Well, we do, but you know, it would take a long while. I ended up going with the Ben Nye Media Pro Compact HD Compact Powder in Banana. That's the shade there. I know that everybody has, and their dog has shown it to you. You obviously won't be able to see it, but I thought this might be a good replacement for when my powder flash finishes. I don't like using the Well Rested by Bare Minerals. I haven't enjoyed it. I'm going to try it again, but I think this might be a good replacement, especially for setting my under eye concealer, and I am going to try it all over my face too to see how it goes. And the last item I picked up from the Ben Nye stand was an eyeshadow it's called the Lumiere Grande Colour LU21 Indian Copper. And as you know that I'm all about copper, it's actually got a rubbery feel outside. And this is probably similar to one of the other colours that I bought from Inglot, but that's the colour there. And that's, oh, how gorgeous is that? And I actually texted Jodie and I said, you need to buy this. I don't know if she bought it. And these were $10 though. And there's 2.7 grams. I don't think this will ever run out until I maybe hit 70. Ran over to the Model Rock stand and I just bought some lashes. I don't wear lashes often. I do enjoy wearing them, but I don't wear lashes often. I always find that I like to be early when I'm going somewhere or on time or whatever. So I always, when I'm getting ready, I never factor in the time that it takes for me to put on eyelashes anyway. So I don't often wear them. Well, I don't wear them as often as I'd like to wear them. So I just picked up these lashes from Model Rock. They're Model Rock lashes, and they were just $15 for 5 pairs. There's 2 sort of half-sizey ones and then some other wispy ones and a much fuller one there. And for $15, I thought definitely going to try it out. And I think they normally retail them for $30 or $40. I don't know. That's what she was saying anyway. And then towards the end of the day, I hit the Lime Crime stand. Now, I don't want to get into the politics of Lime Crime. As you guys know, probably all, if you had seen one of my hauls earlier on in the year, I picked up the Velveteen, Lime Crime Velveteen in Red Velvet, and I really like it. I've actually got it on my lips today. It's a bit of a biatch to put on your lips, but once you get the hang of it, put it on and it obviously dries matte, but it's like a extremely liquidy lipstick when you're using it on your lips. It's a doe foot applicator like that, and I'm going to swatch the red one for you just so you can see it. It almost, I mean, it looks blue-red on my lips, but it actually almost gets a more, I think it's a true red. It's not too blue and it's not too orangey, if you get what I mean. Anyway, I really like that one, so I had to pick up another one in, well, the only other colour they have, which is Suedebaby, and that's the peachy colour. And I thought, oh my god, it's like a peachy, no, it's not peach, it's coral. There you go, that's the colour there. And I can't remember which stand I went to, but I picked up the MakeUpForever brush roll thingy. I actually saw Jodie had purchased this. It's elasticated, but I thought this is good for travel, especially with your bigger brushes. I do have a brush roll, but I don't use it for travel. I just don't like that squashage or squishage factor that brush rolls do have when they're traveling. So I thought this was quite a safe way a nice way for you, especially your big powder brushes. Quite big, as you can see. Let's do the head shot. And this was only $32, and I think one of the other stands was selling it for $37 or $39. But I managed to pick it up for $32, which means I can spend the other money somewhere else, I think. And then I bought a whole bunch of brushes. No, I didn't buy any from Royal & Langnickel. And I'm just going to quickly breeze through these. I just bought 3 brushes from Crown, basically to use on my nails when I'm cleaning up my nails and I couldn't decide which one to buy, and they were quite cheap, so I thought I'd pick up 3 of those. And I have to say that I'm not the biggest fan of Crown brushes. The couple of Crown brushes that I do have, I find that there's a lot of glue going up the brushes themselves. And even yesterday when I was looking at some brushes, I immediately touched it and I could feel the glue going up the bristles, and I'm just going, what's the story with that? And I'm sure they'd let you exchange it, but that's a pain in the ass. So, but anyway, so I was very careful what I chose. Okay, now's probably the time to pause it and go and have a dunny break and come back.